Ever feel like your outfit is missing that something special? That effortless elegance you can't quite name? French women over 50 have cracked the code, and it's all in the accessories. These timeless pieces quietly elevate everything without trying too hard. And the best part? You might already own a few, but are you using them the right way? Let's take a peek inside their style secrets, because trust me, the fourth accessory is a game changer. Here's where it starts. 1. The silk scarf, a story you wear. There's a reason why the silk scarf sits at the heart of French style, especially for women over 50. It's more than fabric. It's history, personality, mood. Folded into your coat, knotted at the neck, or draped over your shoulders, it adds intention to the simplest outfit. Linda Wright rarely leaves home without one. Whether it's a Hermes square or a vintage find from the flea markets of Clignancourt, her scarf is never just an accessory, it's a signature. Why do French women love it so much? Because it's an instant statement. It draws the eye up, it softens, it speaks without shouting. And the older we get, the more we crave those quiet forms of expression. A neutral coat becomes polished. A white tee becomes Parisian. You feel more put together, even on days when you aren't. That's the transformative power of a scarf. Not to hide, but to highlight. Keep a few in your wardrobe. Choose silk, choose color. Let them speak to your story. And don't wait for a special occasion. Make today the occasion. 2. Sunglasses, the mystery maker. There's something deeply elegant about mystery, and French women know this instinctively. Especially over 50, when confidence blooms and clarity deepens, the sunglasses become less about blocking light and more about crafting an aura. Think of Linda Wright strolling through the morass in oversized tortoiseshell frames. It's not about hiding, it's about presence, framing the face, creating focus. Saying without words, I know who I am. French women rarely fuss with makeup midday, but they never forget their sunglasses. The right pair can elevate an everyday errand into a cinematic moment. Think soft cat eyes, bold squares, or timeless aviators. Not trendy, just timeless. Choose frames that complement your features, dark, warm tones for drama, softer frames for delicate contrast. And remember, it's less about the sunglasses and more about how you wear them. Wear them like armor, or like art, but wear them. 3. The leather handbag, heirloom quality. A beautiful bag doesn't scream, it whispers. It carries your essentials, but it also carries your values. French women invest in 1, maybe 2 timeless leather bags, and they use them daily. The patina tells the story. Linda Wright is often seen with her camel crossbody or a structured black tote. It's never flashy, but it is flawless. Crafted, considered, functional beauty. Why this loyalty to leather? Because it ages like we do. With character, with depth. A quality leather bag doesn't date you, it grows with you. It adds richness to your look, whether you're in denim or a cashmere coat. Look for classic shapes, neutral tones, gold or brass hardware, bags that hold up and hold stories. And remember, it's better to have 1 extraordinary bag than 5 forgettable ones. When you reach for it each day, you're not just finishing your outfit, you're stepping into your story. 4. Ballet Flats, the Parisian anchor. Practical, polished, perennially chic. Ballet flats are the quiet icon of French footwear, and especially beloved by women over 50. Why? Because they marry comfort with elegance, a rare and precious union. Linda Wright often pairs hers with tailored trousers or cropped jeans. It's never fussy, it's always refined. French women love ballet flats for their versatility. They move from market mornings to museum afternoons without a single blister. They're graceful without trying, feminine without effort. Look for high-quality leather or suede. Rounded toes for classic charm, and always prioritize comfort because when your feet feel good, you feel good. That confidence radiates. And unlike heels, which often age out of favor, ballet flats grow into your lifestyle. Seasonless, ageless, and effortlessly French. 5. The trench coat, a second skin. There's nothing like a trench coat to transform the ordinary into the iconic. Worn open or belted, it creates a silhouette that speaks of movement, mystery, and mastery. Especially for women over 50, it becomes more than outerwear, it becomes armor. Linda Wright's camel tone trench, pure Paris. Light, fluid, and eternally elegant. French women favor trenches because they adapt, over a dress, over denim, rain or shine. They sculpt without squeezing, drape without drowning. Choose a neutral tone, beige, navy, or even olive. Details matter, a structured collar, a perfect tie belt, buttoned cuffs. This isn't just about staying warm. It's about staying iconic. And here's the real secret. You don't wear a trench, you move in it. 6. Jewelry, the understated shine. Minimal, never loud. French women choose jewelry that feels like an extension of themselves. Over 50, gold becomes more than decoration. It becomes a glow. Linda Wright stacks delicate bangles and slips on thin hoop earrings. Nothing overdone. Just enough to catch the light. French style avoids anything too shiny or showy. Instead, it opts for warmth, texture, timeless shapes, jewelry that complements your skin, not competes with it. Think a gold chain that sits gently at the collarbone, a vintage signet ring, small hoops that lift the face. Gold jewelry tells a story without ever needing a punchline. It's elegance in a whisper. 7. The Kashmir Wrap, comfort meets class. There's a softness in French style that often goes unnoticed until you feel it. The Kashmir Wrap is that softness. A layer of warmth that isn't just about temperature, it's about tenderness. A gentle embrace in the form of fashion. Over 50, comfort becomes sacred. But style? That's non-negotiable. The French woman knows she doesn't have to choose. A cashmere wrap is her bridge between the two. Linda Wright drapes hers over tailored blazers or belted at the waist for subtle drama. It moves with her, it breathes, it elevates even the simplest outfit. Choose a neutral tone, oatmeal, dove gray, navy. Look for quality you can feel. Cashmere that doesn't pill but glides. Something you'll reach for in airports, cafes, and cool summer nights alike. The magic of the wrap is that it's not just for show. It's deeply practical and deeply personal. Like a good friend who always knows when you need just a little more grace. 8. The brooch, a revival in grace. Yes, the brooch, often forgotten, yet fiercely loved in French circles, especially among the over 50 set. Not as a trend, but as a punctuation mark of personal style. Linda Wright has a knack for pinning hers in unexpected places. On a lapel, the collar of a blouse, even tucked into a silk scarf. Always intentional. Never excessive. Why does this small accessory hold such power? Because it carries nostalgia. Memory, it tells people, I've lived, I've chosen, I remember. French women understand the power of small things. A brooch draws the eye, it anchors the outfit, it's wearable poetry. Look for vintage, florals, abstract shapes, gold tones, or even cameos. Make it yours, and don't wait for a formal event to wear one. The everyday deserves elegance too. In the right hands, a brooch isn't old-fashioned, it's timeless. 9. The statement belt, shape with subtlety. French women over 50 understand the power of silhouette. Not through tightness, but through suggestion. Enter the statement belt. Linda Wright frequently cinches her cardigans, dresses, and even jackets with leather belts. Wide or narrow, always refined. It's never about constriction. It's about definition. The belt adds structure, shape, confidence. It says, this is my waist, my style, my elegance. It brings harmony to flowy pieces and polish to casual ones. Choose quality leather in neutral hues. Add texture, a braided detail, an antique buckle, a soft matte finish. Make it practical, yes, but make it personal too. For women over 50, it's not about trends, it's about proportion. And a belt? It can do more for your figure than any shapewear ever could. Gently, gracefully. 10. The classic watch, time framed. In a world obsessed with screens, there's quiet rebellion in wearing a watch. French women embrace this rebellion, especially after 50. A timepiece on the wrist says you respect tradition, but you also command your own time. Linda Wright's collection leans toward leather-strapped, clean-faced, slightly masculine designs. Understated, elegant, effortlessly on brand. A classic watch does more than tell the hour. It tells the world, I'm grounded, I'm here, I'm timeless. Look for quality mechanics, a neutral band, a round or rectangular face that flatters your wrist. This is not about luxury branding, it's about lasting beauty. Because time may pass, but style is eternal. 11. The leather glove, drama in detail. Gloves aren't just for winter. In French fashion, especially among women of a certain age, they're a statement, a secret weapon, a final stroke of style. Linda Wright is known for her buttery leather gloves, often in shades of chestnut, cream, or black. Always slim-fitting, always paired with a slight smile. Why gloves? Because they signal attention to detail. They keep your hands soft, warm, and poised, and they remind us that elegance isn't just visible, it's felt. Slip them on with your trench, your blazer, even with jeans on a crisp fall day. Let them peek from your coat sleeves. Let them whisper vintage cinema without saying a word. Because sometimes a little drama is just what an outfit needs. 12. The signature scent, the invisible accessory. And finally, the accessory no one sees, but everyone remembers. A French woman never forgets her fragrance, especially over 50 when your scent becomes part of your presence, your identity, your invisible silhouette. Linda Wright's choice? Always subtle, always warm. Notes of amber, neroli, musk, nothing too sweet, nothing too loud. French women don't switch scents with every mood. They choose one or two that feel like skin. Familiar, intimate, yours. Your fragrance doesn't arrive before you do. It lingers after. A soft reminder, a breath of beauty. Choose carefully, test slowly, and when you find the right one, wear it like armor, like art, like memory. Because accessories aren't just what you wear, they're how you express.